to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth, burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars. Happy Saturday. It's 420 Unload! That's right, this is a 100% I am using cannabis during this stream, so I want to warn you, these readings are just me being a little bit more talkative. I'm just a little bit more, that's about what it does to me. Honestly, it's helping with the pain and stuff like that, honestly, for today. So I thought I'd come and give you all a surprise because this is a preview for next week. I need my stars' help. If you ever thought I've done anything for you, it's time to spread the word. My 2-year affiliate anniversary is next Saturday. That's right, guys. 2 years here up on the very important part of this stream today, guys. We'll be celebrating 2 years next week. Come help me celebrate me and how my journey has taken me from being a very baby streamer to the streamer that I am today. I have so many people to thank and be grateful for, so I hope everybody who has helped me along the way can come along for the ride. But also, I just want you guys to be here too. So let me explain this up. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. normally, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Today is a special day, so don't expect to see a Saturday stream very often, but we do have them once in a while. So we have 2 in a row this week, because next week I have a lot of medical appointments happening before the before things happen here, and it's only the 3rd of August, so we're getting close to a couple weeks away. We're 2 weeks away from my 2-year anniversary. So just kind of letting you know we're 2 weeks away. I thought it was 1 week. I said, wait a minute, it's the 3rd, not the 10th. No! So, and I use my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to help divine the best possible path for you. I am only here to help you find your destiny, find that fate you choose you want. And today is going to be an extremely good day because last night I achieved my last psychic level. That's right, I have no more psychic gifts to unlock or awaken within me for the foreseeable future. So I am top tier now, guys. I don't know what you guys will get from this point forward. It's all bets are off. Fucking let's go time shit. Okay, so with that said, I see the queue is filling up nice and big and juicy. I'm going to go until I just don't want to go anymore. So let's go. Welcome in. Here's one of my beautiful baby streamers that I helped once in a great blue moon. Say hey, TC. She's an awesome, beautiful, wonderful reader. You gotta go check her out. She's a shamanic healer and has many other gifts. But if you want to work within that damage within that brain of yours, go talk to her. She's an astrologer and tarot reader, so you will get a reading of a lifetime, I guarantee. Ask a couple people who were there last night where we kind of combined forces and tag teamed a little bit. That was actually lit as fuck. I can't deny it. That was so crazily on point. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in anything. Synchronicity. And I bet at the end of the night, you were even going, fuck, did that really happen? Did that just really happen? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, today I have the brass monkey loaded. I have my pile of weed. I've got 3 joints, and I'm 1 joint in deep already. So, let's get going to doing this work today. Because my absolute promise to you, if you've come here today, I will help you get to your best day ever. I can help you find one true love. I can find you your destiny, your fate, and what you are here to do and purpose, and help you find the right one. On top of that, you can make dreams come true, people. I am living proof that dreams come true in this world. If my story doesn't convince you that real magic exists, that real powerful spirituality exists, then I don't know what story does. I mean, come on, Jesus was one of those stories. We all believe that. I know I won't be written like Jesus or anything like that. I'm not that crazy, but anyway. So we're going to open up the deck here now and get FK Sailors in chat here. And I've already got 5 people in chat. So welcome in, Blazing. Welcome in, everybody. And like I said, it's so good to see all of you. Like I said, come help me celebrate on that 17th, because that's going to be a celebration of my journey in streaming. And I can't wait to celebrate it with. We will do a couple of readings, and we will have a dual stream as well. I'm hoping to add TC to that list, but she's got to see what her work schedule looks like before she can commit to that. We do have one other young baby reader who I just kind of felt a connection with, that I thought, as someone once helped me, doing almost the exact same things for me, I am now passing that torch on to someone else that I feel I could help really good as far as a tarot reader goes. So, anyway, I'm going to get these cards ready for you. And I didn't have to go very far to get to your spot there, Sailor. So today is definitely, you want to find out destiny and crap like that, today is the day to just really get it good. All right? No question is off limits, even if I've told you that question is off limits today. Even if you come in here today, Crypto, if someone sees Crypto Girl, go tell her to get in here today. I will answer her question. I told her yesterday I wouldn't answer a certain question anymore, and not today I was telling her she can't come in here now. It doesn't bother me. She can ask any question she wants from now on. It doesn't matter. Anyway, back to what we're doing. Here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. And we want to know about you and G. You sent her a message and you wanted to talk. So you kind of want to know how that was received. I got you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I do have coffee, and I will hydrate and stuff like that too along the way. Just remind me, if my voice gets growly, take a drink, Josh. So I'll take sips, though. I'm not going to take gulps, okay? So here we go with your reading for today, Sailor. And I know that you've probably heard this 1,000 times before, but you're going to have to hear it one more time, because it's important that you understand why this is going on, right? So, what can you expect between G after this message that we sent them, right? Wanting to know that you're ready to talk. You're opening the lines of communication. You're giving that space for her to say or them to say, yes, I'm ready to hear what you have to say. We still have to work with our communication skills. This is how we start to build that communication. How do we and what do we start to do now is the most important. So now you've got to give her that response time. You called, now you got to give her time to respond. When and if she is ready to respond, she will or they will. You know what I'm saying? I don't always get the pronouns right here. I'm going to get better at that here. It's just kind of fine tuning this gift I've been given. So, and then, you know, but there are things you can do to further the plot. You sent the message, that was the physical. You've done the mental, you're prepared for whatever is going to be coming back. The spiritual, now that's the trust part. I have to trust that what we have together is stronger than anything we might have done to each other. That we have a power and a strength powerful than that. And that's when, how that's going to kind of get received at first. And then it will be that acceptance of the situation for how it really is. So, true acceptance, though. High class hippie, half a sleep lurking. Welcome in. So that acceptance on both of your parts, not accepting of each other, but accepting of self, willing to share the journey with one another. Now you truly know how to accept each other for who each other are. And then, Kristen, what did we talk about last night? Integrate. One of her favorite cards in my deck because it should be her favorite card because it brought her the one thing she needed to do within her life. You know, the one thing that would have solved 10,000 of her problems if she just brought all of the good stuff together and lit that flame. It could spread throughout the rest of her life. But like all things that start with a spark, it takes a while for that ember to grow. The more you feed that ember, the more that ember begins to become flame. Once flame, you have to understand it's going to take time for that light to reach the darkest parts of who you are. The only thing left for you to do is say, they can't fix you. This is your healing moment for you, so that you can patch that hole so that now that's not an issue anymore. It's how we have come together. It is how we have come together as that couple or that place of person. We put that little spark in that heart of ours. And ask high class hippie, I told her that she would get the dream job of a lifetime if she just trusted her heart. 3 or 4 days later, she got the dream exact job she wanted. I think she's still happy. I think she's still going. I don't know if and she thanks herself every day that she followed her heart. You know? And I know you won't mind me sharing this because I'm not giving any other details than that. So this is what it takes to fill that spot. She filled the spot that was missing within her. It's not about the job. It's about what she gets through that job. The kind of support, an actual fucking supportive, beautiful working environment. The way it's supposed to be done. You're having fun. You're contributing. You're changing things, but you're trying to keep something that's real. That's all of you, an example of all of you together as one. And just like you are communicating with that now you're giving that space. You emptied the cup. Now guess what you get to fill it with? That's what you have to understand, Sailor, that's what's going on. And to take that moment, that what you can expect from this is that understanding. True understanding is worth more than any gold you will ever own. Because once you know who you are, now you can find purpose. Now you can find fate. Now you can make your destiny come true. And that is your reading for today, Sailor. Thank you, and have a great day. And trust in it, because the more you trust in the beauty of love, the more love wants to come find you. So stop questioning whether or not if it's going to be that or not. Whatever it's meant to be, it will be. But you still have to take the wheel by the hands and have a little bit skin in the game, just like all of us do. Love doesn't come without pain, hurt, and heartbreak. It's because you've gotten through all of that bullshit that made you the strongest thing in the world. It's not all about the I love yous. It's about the times you scream and yell at each other. It's about the times they're pissing you off. It's about the time they're fucking annoying you to within your life. And all you want to do is go over there and go, stop doing that. Okay? Because everybody goes through that. We're human beings. We have tolerances. So remind yourself, just remind yourself, it takes one conversation. And that's all it takes. You're welcome, Sailor. All right. Moving along. Ding, ding. Next one in line. All right, Guru, welcome into the reading room. How are we doing today? And let me know your numbers and or question whenever you are ready. I don't see anybody in here who doesn't know that rule. So, okay, there we go. And welcome to the thing, to the reading. Okay. God just told me to tell you this one too, okay, Sailor? You are a beautiful flower. You will always be a beautiful flower. You are and always will be a beautiful flower already. So be a beautiful flower. Synchronicity in everything we do. Because that's how it's supposed to work, people. The light, the dark, the gray, the purple, the non-purple, the orange, even the crazy, insane, and sometimes desperately wanting. All right, throw me those numbers. They're ready. I'm having some coffee. Like I said, yesterday was just the most amazing day I have had, I think, in my entire life. It doesn't crescendo my wedding, but I would say that would be the second thing on the list of my attainments in this world. For me, this one's for me. This isn't for a couple thing. This is just my thing, you know? And to have that space a bit available to me to become that and not have my partner tell me who I need to be for her and have the freedom to become who I am and just really see that blossom within me. And trust me, there was a time I never thought I would reach this point, ever. Anyway, all right, Guru, throw me those numbers and come on, let's go. Guru, to the reading room, or I'm going to start instating my 3-minute rule soon. And you might be typing, so that's why I'm giving you a moment. Wow, I've got 10 people here. Thanks, guys. I love you. Happy Saturday to everyone there. By the way, here, this one's all for the 420 people coming up here in a couple minutes. We got 7 minutes, so we got a 420 hit. If you got some and you want to celebrate a 420 moment with me, just remind me in 7 minutes. It's 420 time. Hey. I'm going to give it... Okay, you know what? Alexa, 3-minute timer starting...
3 minutes, starting now.
I have to do it. I got too many people. I think you're typing. I hope that's all that's going on. I hope it's not an internet issue. So, we'll find out. That's why we give people 3 minutes, guys. So how is your Saturday going so far? And are you guys ready for this? I mean, guys, how do you I know you guys gotta feel it. I know you guys gotta feel this shit. You cannot not feel this shit. You know? Yeah, so that's why I'm giving him a little bit more space. Yeah, well, that's possible. You know what? I can always put him at the end of the list and see if he pops back in, but he'll have to wait all the way to the bitter end if you don't get 3 minutes in here. That can happen too. Maybe he's meant to wait. Synchronicities. Like we were talking about the other day, TC. I haven't believed in synchronicity since I met my wife. I know that things happen for a reason here. I know I was destined to meet her. That was my destiny, to meet her. That is what I was here to do as far as my sole purpose. Okay? What I do with that now is my my life purpose though is to be the reader and the prophet of my life and others' lives and help with that as well. You know? And then and to truly walk into that prophet's door and know that I am the representation of God here on earth. I am literally a 10% God. That's all I can say. I'm a 10% God. I'm not a 100% God. I'm a 10% God. So that's what happened last night. I became my God form, basically. Super Saiyan time, if you all know what that means. Come on. I know there's got to be some people out there who know what that means. 1 minute there, Guru, and I will put you at the bottom of the list, but you will have to wait. So you got 1 minute, buddy. All right, so, and have you literally been up all night doing readings, Kristen? Has it been that much fucking energy stored? Did I put that much energy in your battery? I didn't mean to do that, but... yeah, and, oh, God. That download isn't a download anymore. It's a fucking... It's a... It's a... It's a lightning jack connection now. It's so fast I can't even do any. I couldn't turn it on a dime if I wanted to. I literally don't get to get turned off anymore. Yay me! That's okay. I don't need to not be turned off anymore. So now I have the space to have the ability to do that. It's a long list, Danny. I'm not gonna lie. Alexa, cancel. Please cancel. All right, Goo. I gave you your 3 minutes. Too many people in chat. But I'll tell you what, put you at the end of the list. If you're still here, want to come back in, maybe you'll get your reading. So, all right. Now on to the next. Bleed. Welcome, Bleed. Welcome in. All right, let's go, young person. Let's go. It's your turn to the reading room. Bleed to the reading room. Bleed to the reading room. And if it is your first time chatter, please let me know that. If you have been here before and you've changed your name, please let me know that. If you're... Okay, see, they already know how it works, so I know they've been here before. So, here we go. We're going to cleanse these cards off ready. General reading time. Not first time, yeah. So, now we got, like I said, so general reading. We got it going on now, huh? All right, guys. Like I said, my deck is now ensouled as well, so it has a soul now. It always had a soul, but it has a part of a god in it as well. So even this deck is kind of the God talking to you too. So because everything I obtain, all my stuff obtains. So anything I've ever created just got a bit major boost in energy, because where I go, positivity follows. And if you own something of mine, you're gonna have a more positive life. Because that's just how my magic works. Doesn't matter what that thing is, even if that's my advice. That's part of my magic. Ooh, they like it here. Here we go. Here are your 6 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have a singular God card for you today. And I already know what it is. Even before it flipped, I knew it was. And then your 9th card is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm closer to my microphone and all of that, but sometimes this big body of mine doesn't want to cooperate, and my chair's not exactly working. That fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I knew I was getting closer. I was like, wait a minute, is 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th card is, and please, if you want to keep me on track and stuff like that, just remind me if, oh wait, no shit, really? No shit, really? No shit, really? Okay, so, Bleed. What do I have to generally tell you today? Well, my story has come to a crescendo end. And as I was once told by the very gods of this universe, that things are finally going to start to work out better for you. Things are finally going to start to be better than okay. I know you've been living in the feeling of this is all I get, this is okay, but okay just means that you have everything that you need, and everything is serving a purpose. So, just like the young willow tree spirit that came to me when I was a young boy, now in through dreams and or visions and or whatever your connection to this universe is, we are going to try to help you get to that destiny. But the one thing we need you to do more than anything right now is believe in the dream. You must believe in the dream so much you start manifesting it into your reality, your world, your path, your every step of waking moment. Like a willow tree has to learn how to bend in the wind to the wind's truth, and as it dances in those moments, even the strongest winds can break it, but it takes a lot to, because it dances with the wind. It doesn't try to fight it. And as you are trying to find your voice, you hear those voices on that wind, those inner voices speaking to you today, telling you today you're okay, but you're better than okay, because you have the opportunity to make everything you could ever dream come true. Like I was telling everybody early, dreams do come true in this world. What do you need to do now? Plant yourself firmly in your foundation and take the world in so that you can grow. What helps you grow into that person that sees that future or sees that whatever? I must take the world in like a tree that's popped up out of the ground. It has to take in that rain that comes down from Mother Sky and Mother Earth. And it's that emotional freedom to allow myself to feel the good, the bad, the uglies, the happies and crazies of it all. Just to feel and say, I'm okay just being okay. Now I get to take in the positive light I choose to see. That positive sunshine comes and fills you up. And that combined with that water allows you to start to inch taller and taller. But then you have the wind that blows off all those last little thoughts that don't serve you any purpose any longer. It comes to cleanse you of all of the debris that has left you bogged down, stuck, completely complacent, everything that you keep giving your excuses self for, and it's time to say, how does this help me grow? But you can't just do growth, you have to look for something specific. First of all, stop being such a stubborn person with yourself. Stop being so stubborn that you won't listen to somebody else for a change. Our own voices can get very loud at times, and it's okay to tell ourselves to shut the fuck up, because every once in a while we need to do it. And if you can quiet the voices long enough and stop trying to avoid the problem and actually deal with the problem, you could find more joy and happiness in your life, because you would finally be breathing new, fresh, brilliant, beautiful air and screaming for that joyful moment as you take and breach that surface floor and allow yourself to show yourself just how big and beautiful you are. When you go back in, you stop working around those issues and start swimming headfirst through them. Trust me, a lot of that's going to move out of your way, because who wants to get in the way of a big-ass fucking whale? I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? But you're not doing this alone. Whales are pod creatures. They have families. They have ancient. You think we talk about heritage? You want to know what whales have a deeper heritage than humanity has in its little fucking pinky, okay? Because they were the caregivers of this world for a while, and we are only the new addition here, you know what I'm saying? But that's not just it there. If you find joy, seek joy. That's what my wife had to learn. And if you're looking for one true love, not only did you get my willow tree, where I heard the first song that led me to my one true love, in the future, if you are looking to find your one true love, my one true love, and the card is right here. This is her. So, the dream, meeting my one true love. You are destined to find this person. You are destined to find this person. If you haven't already. Now, all you have to do is build the life that you want. Step by step, brick by brick, stone by stone. And do the one thing that the gods desperately want you to do the most. Donate back to yourself so that we can fill you up. We're making a fund drive, and it's time to fill your box, Bleed. Bleed Codeine, right? That's what we decided to name ourselves. Well, now that heart is full, and it's ready to pump out that beautiful, exciting moment of calm reflection. What does that mean to you? And are you ready to finally give back to yourself that what you truly deserve in this world? I'm living proof you can do it, buddy. So never give up. That is your general reading for today. Thank you. All right, how about that for deep and hard, powerful? Nothing such power did to what to give. I wonder if TC's shaking in her boots yet. Cause I got rest now. I think I had it. No, I know. She's excited. Oh, I'm excited. Are you kidding me? I can already hear what she's gonna say. What she's saying. You're welcome, my friend. I hope that all was much needed and well heard voice. And just remember, guys, that they're trying to help you reach that goal. Listen to that heart. The energies helping you in this universe won't steer you the wrong way if you truly listen to that heart. You know, they surely won't. Then no guide ever wants to see you get the BS of the world thrown at you, huh? But I'm sorry, we all live in a world where anything and everything is possible. So why do you think we're so obsessed with multiverse? I mean, why are we suddenly all obsessed with multiverse? Everything is multiverse now. Even I was multiverse before multiverse was cool. I fourth walled when I was 8 years old. Okay. And I'm 50 years old, so that was back in the 80s. And that was before any drugs whatsoever. Nice to be back there once again. All right, Jingy, throw me those numbers. They're ready for you, sweetheart. I'm going to take a sippy soda. I'm coffee. Oh, to the coffee gods we pray. In this moment, I wish to take a 420 moment in honor of all the pot smokers of the world. That one is for you. All right. Now, 6 and 34. Yep, you sure can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No God cards for you, Jing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, and the 34th card, no God cards. Welcome in, my young Padawan. I think it's gonna be a good day for you, Jingy. I know we've been waiting for this for quite a long time, Jing. And I'm almost crying happy tears for you. Because in this next coming week, you're going to truly understand why. Why I've been telling you all the advice I've been telling you up to this point. Why I've been giving you all of this momentum and pushing you a tiny bit, and so has every other reader who's been a part of your reads. And we're all coming together with one focal message for you today. So this is from all of us to you with love, Jing. You are calling with your truest heart for your first time in your life. You are ready to find that family. That true, honest family. The one you've been hoping to find this whole time. You have sung your song. They are on their way. You can't hear me? Okay, let me say, all right, back. I'm sorry, I got a little bit too deep there for you. Sorry. All right, here we go. Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I turned everything all up. Testing once again. Jing, can you hear me? Testing Jing. Yep, I can. Yep, I knew what you were going to say. So, Jing, this is the moment that you have been waiting for your whole life. This is it. Your one true family heard your call. They are on their way. They are booking it. They have heard your song and they have heard your call. Whatever you did, something changed. That was my father's lesson. They had to realize the pack that they wanted to be a part of the entire time was the original pack. He didn't know how to fix himself because he thought mom could fix him. He thought the next wife could fix him. He thought the next thing could fix him. He thought everything could fix him, but he never took the time to fix himself until he found out just how much he wasn't working on stuff like that. And then he had an awakening, like a lot of us have that awakening. What the hell am I doing with my life? And then he said, no, I can't do that anymore. It's time to fix this shit. A lot like what I've done. Only he did it his way, in his time, when he was ready. Because he was doing the work, my mother and father fell back in love again after almost 20 years apart from one another. Because at that time I was about 30 years apart, because I was 4 years old when they divorced, and they didn't get back together again until I was 35 years old or something like that. And then they spent the rest of my mom's remaining years here on earth. My mom was never happier, more in love, more supported, more everything she'd ever wanted in her life. So don't think that things can't come back to you either. Okay? But take that lesson with you and become this new person you promised yourself you would be. Be this person. You're done with the labor process. Now it's time to walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do. Just like every child in this universe, when you are a baby, the universe comes to take care of you until you can do it on your own. If you let them, caveat. Okay? So, walk in that new bubble of sunshine, that new power you created, because you have done it. You have added the right thing back into yourself. I would stand up and take a bow, Jing, and look yourself in the mirror and say, I fucking did it. Because whatever happened, the thing that's staring them right in front of the face, that probably is the best thing that could have ever happened to them, maybe we'll finally start to cherish that thing we love the most. And I know how much you wanted that for you and Isaac. I know how much you wanted that. So that's regarding a shift. Something changed. Either something changed within him, either you woke his ass up enough so that he sees that you are the thing he's been waiting for, and he actually wakes up and starts to honor, love, and cherish you like most husbands are supposed to do in this world. We ask the woman to step up to that, but the woman's got to tell the husband to do it too, or the significant other, or any relationship out there. There has to be those keys we talked about. You've heard me enough now to know those keys. You know how much you love yourself. You reach the perfect love within yourself. You love yourself inside and out. No matter what happens, you know you're going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? You honor, love, and cherish yourself as much as you love your partner, because you're that kind, compassionate, yada yada. I could have like a sheet this long about how good of a woman you are, but okay. But now that's what's coming for you in this next week, as we're asking, right? You know, the question of the day, right? And that's what's coming for you this week, is that under that this event is it. This is the event when this happens. So whatever happens this next week, whatever happens during this next, I guarantee it's got to be, it feels like a week. They keep telling me week. So whatever happens within this week defines how your love is. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be inside of you or Isaac. But whatever is going to happen, it's meant to happen. This is when we talk about fate. You want to know when we were talking, you and me, Jane, when we were talking about crossing that destiny line, you're one foot already over the line. You're bringing the other foot to complete it. Okay. So you're crossing the line completely. You've got one foot already over the line. Now you're bringing the other foot the rest of the way. You know? So, and you have to honestly ask yourself what you love, honor, and cherish the most. Because the cherish card is exactly, that's why I tell people about that. Because if it weren't for me and my wife learning how to open up with one another and take the time to, no matter what they told us, to cherish them, you know what I'm saying? What? What's Yeah. I know, but you understand why you had to go through it, though? Yeah, digestion time for... He's got to digest it, too, you know. Okay, you do that then, sweetie. All right, TC, it's your turn, young lady. Uh-oh. No, no promises this time. I'm just going to let them tell me what to tell you. It's 11, 13. I don't even give me your numbers. I already know them. What do you want to know? TC to the reading room. TC to the reading room. Hey, TC, it is your turn in the reading room. Yep. Ooh, they like it there a lot. All right, guys, and I'm trying to keep myself as close to this microphone as I can. Like I said, I had to move it because I've broken 2 pots now, because I used to keep the microphone a little bit more closer to it so that I could be a little bit more centered, but I kept breaking coffee pots, and I was like, no. because I clunk it on the stupid thing. I knew you'd be here. I'm ready for you, 3 and 11. I just wanted to make sure you were ready. 1, 2, 3. 1. No gods. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I think so. If you want to whisper it to me. And I'll check my whispers here in a second. Or just ask again. Whatever. I think I remember. I'm going to go intuitively. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. Just think about it for a second. Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember what you were asking me. I remember. Okay. So are we revisiting the question, or what are we doing here then? Anyway, I got your answer either way. So I'm just going to put it out there for you. I love I love my deck so much. I really love my deck so much. So, regarding that, no, it's fertilizer for the field you are planting. You know it. I know it. Just fertilizer. Utilize it, and you can grow. You know what to plant there. You know what you need to start to grow within yourself. You know what you have to nurture. You know what you have to take care of. So, it's time to pay a little bit more attention to that garden you've tilled, okay? But you've reached that stage of maturity that you were hoping to obtain. So we've got to test you to make sure you pass the test. Now that you've passed the test, it'll stop happening. Because you've reached your level of obtainment. Because it was your turn to come to this conclusion on your own. And you know where this is all going. No, it's not another death, rebirth moment. It is literally chosen change. It is literally the choice to choose to say, you know what? I don't have to change. I like it how it is. That is a choice. Change doesn't mean you do always what everyone expects you to do. And even with what I'm saying right now, you know more than anybody that death is never about death. It's always about transformation from one stage to the next. The reason we have an agent like death here in this universe is because we need that entity that's stronger than anything, even God. Death has to be its own thing, because in order for us to live life here, in order for there to be life, there has to be death. So life and death is what you all call good and evil, okay? You know, but you know what has to start being planted in the ground. You know what your seeds are, physically, mentally, spiritually. Like we said, we can't make this shit up kind of stuff. And I know this is more confirmation that you kind of already knew this was kind of coming a little bit here, but it is concrete confirmation. You're doing the work, though, because you tilled the ground, you fertilized the ground, you said what seeds you wanted to use, the parts of who you are, the thing you are giving out to people now. Now you're ready to give your gift to Mother Earth, which is planting, so that those seeds can go into the earth to grow. Because that's where you think seeds are all about death, because that outer shell has to break down. Without that decay, without that death, there is no life. So stop telling us there's no such thing as life and death in a spiritual, metaphysical way. You know this all too much and all too real. Questions? Don't think you got any, but you might want to. If you want to pipe in here, I'll leave them up for a second. Yeah, can't make this shit up is right. Can't make this shit up. And I bet that synchronizes to you too as well. I'm willing to bet that all of that synchronizes hard. Yeah. It's not a dark night of the soul at all. It's actually manifestation. It's pure manifestation. It's pure unadulterated manifestation. That's what it really is, you know? Kind of like what I do. I believed in a dream, made my life happen. You're welcome, as always, sweetie. So, hey, good to see you as always. I love you very much, my Twitch sister. All right. Blazing God time. Blazing God time to the reading room. Blazing God to the reading room. Blazing God to the reading room. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic, 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 magic. You better put that back in your goddamn name, young lady. You are Miss Magician TC. Fuck them. Fuck them. You're already in the queue. You're last. You're last in line, sweetie. Look at the list on your screen. Getting the cards ready for you, Blazing. Okay. So, yeah, and then you can do that too to see where am I on the list. And then I have this purple thing on the screen, and then I have this, you know, this thing that you can actually see where you are on the list as in real time. You know, I know. I just give you a hard time. All right, 9 and 22 love reading. What kind of love? Do you want to define that a little bit before I start shuffling? Romantic? What kind of love are we hoping to find there, buddy? I want to hear you say it. I know the answer. I just want to hear you say it. Yeah, just general. Okay, thank you. All right. All right, here we go. And, yeah, it was mostly for you to confirm that's what it was. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, God cards, 7, 8, and 9. And the 22nd card. You have a 1 God card answer for you today. And I'm just looking. I'm going back because I'm a little toasty, so I had to remind myself what your number was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And the 22nd card is... Me? No, I'm not from Australia at all. You all know where I'm from. I'm from Minneapolis. I'm from Circle Pines, Minnesota, United States of America. Come find me. All right. Yep. Yep. Oh, dear God. I love you, Mom. Okay. I'm in central United States of America, the northern part of the states. So that's where I hail from. A little town called Circle Pines. It's a beautiful city. All right, we're gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna get a joint ready in a little bit. So we have an ad break here, and we're just going to take an ad break to give everyone a chance to hear the reading here. I know that you don't have ads blazing. I'm just making sure that there might be some advice someone really needs to hear through your reading, and I want to give them that time. And I saw it's going to end in like 1 second, so it's like, just wait. Yeah, so it says we're back from the break, guys, so I'm just going to get to that. So, blazing, with the love, thank you. And to refill it so it's actually warm and nice for a change instead of cooled. I'm gonna tell you that it is a very much an honor to have my mother's card be your destiny card today. Because I think it's kind of what you need to really hear right now, Blazin. Because and I know you're striving for it every day now, right? You're striving for that joy, for that happy thought, for that moment when you can smile again, living for that happiness and enjoying it while it lasts, for as long as it will last. And now you see why you have to carry this the rest of the journey. Now you say why this is a part of what we had to get you to know and understand. That the journey isn't about what you find in the treasure box. The journey is the treasure. It always has been and will be. What's in the treasure box is confirmation that everything you went through was for purpose. Guess what? You're going to get that within the next couple of days, if not today, on a very real spiritual level. Your moment. I can't tell you more than that because it is up to them to fill in the blanks, not me. But it will put you squarely on the map of decision because you do have to decide which way you choose to go forward. But maybe, hey, Twitchy-san. All right, Demi's here. There's my Twitch son in chat. All right. And the thing about staying in wait is that this is the exact spot of choice. It is the exact spot of where you need to understand those emotionals and logical thinkings that you normally have. You know what your normal triggers on love are. You know what you've been faced with time and time again. You know what the past has taught you up to this point. You know that you can utilize that past to help you move forward. You don't think of it as the war anymore. It's more of the, I made it through that, right? Yeah, this is fun. And then now we're at the place where we can go, hey, EP, everyone's coming in today. And that place where you can go from there. That place from that hard path where you can now be more determined and focused on that goal. Now you're more focused on the goal. You know that you will take the required time to soak that in. And you will maybe take a more easy to follow path of smaller goal sets that you know you want to do this in stages. You're not asking yourself to do it all at once. You know you want to obtain it a little at a little at a little. That way we don't overwhelm ourselves like we used to overwhelm ourselves. Then we also will have to still cut through some of the last little lines of bullshit, but it's like cutting through paper at this point, and you're just scraping through to the other edge of that, and once you get that crack started, then you can poke your hole in and rip your way through. That's called the unseen path. You use both easy and hard. I had to be determined, but I had to go little by little to get through that paper. And then the only advice they have for you as far as love, please love yourself as much as those you wish to love, equally in return, in perfect balance, and give and take, because you have to start to return to that, because it's your highest self that wants to fall in love with you first, and that is the love of your life right now. And all other loves are just an extra bonus on love. Because the more you start seeing that love, the more you will grow in the light, the more you will grow in the dark, the more you will share that journey and be that thing that feeds each other's light and dark moments. So, the three things I tell everybody when they get this card: you have the power to make whatever you see fit happen. You have to believe in that power within all of everything that is you. You have to know just how loved you are, just like we explained to you, so that you can finally walk free, knowing that nothing holds you back anymore and you're ready for it all. At last, and not least, that this is the moment to carve your destiny into being, because it is literally your turn to do just that. Mom says it's time to go out and play and make this world your bitch. Okay? So, there you go there, Blazing. That's your general reading on the love. And then your destiny card comes to say, mold yourself into that shape you wish yourself to be. Remind yourself you take all of the good ingredients. These are all the different parts of the good, but that doesn't mean you don't have to take it into your hands and mold it into what you want it to be. Manifestation is about seeing the vision in your head first, thinking about how you're going to make it, and then once you've made it, so if we're making a new self and we're completing that task, then stepping up and saying, I'm taking my first steps as new spirit on my sorry on my own for the first time. And then you see what you have made. It can be the Mona Lisa, or it can be the cute little pot that your 5-year-old made that you treasure more than anything else in your cupboard. You know what I'm saying? It may look like it's made from myth and legend of horror movies combined, but it's the purity of your child's heart that you see only beauty in it, you know? And that's the kind of love you're searching for. That's the kind of love you need right now. Hey, I'm glad you're just here for the moment you're here there, EP. That is your reading, Blazing. Exactly. Exactly on point. You're welcome. All right, Dan to the reading room. Dan to the reading room. Okay, EP, have a beautiful day. Come again when you have a chance to come chat. All right. Dan to the reading room. If you have to ask the question. I don't know. You tell me. Are you? I'll give you a reading, Dan, but the honest truth is until you say, I am sunshine, you'll never be it. Stop asking yourself if you are sunshine. Not am I sunshine, you are sunshine, first and foremost. And yes, you are sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll always know, dear, how much I love you. So don't take it ever away again. You still want a reading? I can define what it's going to look like now that you know what your light looks like. What do you want to know? Throw me your numbers and or question. Now that we've established the basis for you, what you need. You take time. I'll wait right here. I'll have Patti Smoky. And then I'm going to have a normal cigarette next. So, just a normal tobacco cigarette. And no. I tell you. 1 through 10. 1 through 52. It says that right on my screen. Pick your shuffle 1 through 10. Then pick your answer amount 1 through 52. What's your question? And what do you want to know? I'm going to do my pre-shuffle, cleansing shuffle for you to get these cards ready for your question. I know what your numbers are. Tell me if you want a general reading or what you want to know today. The most I can do in it, my whole shuffle amount. 10 and 52. Yep. Okay. So you want my cards to answer it. Gotcha. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I knew you were going to get some. And 10. Just which ones were you going to get? I didn't know. All right, we got 2 God cards for you, and the 52nd card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 cards. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, and 1. And the 52nd card is now on top. There we go. There you go. I got them good and shuffled for you now. Haha. All right, so on to the reading at hand, my friend, and you want to know, am I really sunshine? You're not only sunshine, you're supernova-ing. That's how much you are shining. You are supernova sunshine. So much like the heat of any volcano or molten lava. You know how our world works. There's a molten core in that center, but even that core has to release pressure every once in a while. That pressure builds and builds and builds, and then we get these crevices of molten rock, and that's what we call lava or magma here in this world. Just like you have been preparing for this bursting out I am sunshine moment to claim that I am sunshine. In fact, from this day forward, I so dub thee sunshine. That is your creation moment. You explode. Now you pour into this world your light. Your light is so powerful, it's the surface of a sun. It is creation personified. So, yes, you are really sunshine. Because now you are being asked to take that energy and temper yourself into a shape you are willing to become. These are just tools I have used in my life, but they are very good, much needed things you'll understand. When I say, do you choose to be the sword that protects you? What do you need to protect yourself from? Are you making a sword to protect yourself? Or are you making a sword to defend yourself? Because you can use a sword a lot of ways. Or is it there to be the reminder never to use it? What way are you using that sword? Because your actions will have a direct result on what happens to you. That's why it's an action-oriented tool. Number 2, are you choosing to make yourself a cup? Do you need to empty some sludge out of the fucking little bit of the stuff that you've been putting into yourself for a while and just let it pour out of you like so much garbage and so much stuff that can go back to the earth to be renewed and reused in whatever form she sees fits? And then you've got to fill it with something in its place. If you leave it empty, something will come along and fill it for you. You fill it with what you choose to drink of the cup of every day. Do you want to drink the sludge, or do you want to drink the bounteous, beautiful, wonderful God gold that you have? Or do you need to make a fan that tells you that it is time to take this journey by your own 2 hands? That you have to be responsible for doing the hardest work you've ever done in your life. You will take this fan by your hand and control the ebbs and flows of the very heat you wish to control in your life. What fire are you feeding, and why are you letting that control you? Is this what you really want? You decide the ebbs and flows. You decide where you go and how fast or slow you go. No one gets to tell you how to do that. Not even a good psychic like me can tell you that. But you have to cut those spider webs off first before you can take your own hand and your own path in your hands. And then I say, all of those combined make, you. And those are your tools going forward. So now we take that leap of faith. That leap of faith that I'm telling you to say right now. After this, change your name to Sunshine something, whatever you want to call yourself. But call yourself Sunshine from this day forward. Take the leap of faith that you have become your sunshine, your only sunshine. You make you happy when skies are gray. You'll always know, dear, how much I love you. You will never take my sunshine away. And yes, I freebased on the lyrics, but I did it for a reason. Because until you can take that leap of faith, until you can trust in that, you won't know that you were always meant to get to the safe, squishy bottom. Now is the time to howl at that moon in that night sky. You spent the day in the light. Now you must let that be at peace at night. And allow your song to sing freely of that sunshine, and share with this world what that voice means to you and what that song means to you. You're calling out to your truest, most beautiful pack you have ever had. Your chosen family is one of the most beautiful chosen families I have seen in a Destiny in a long damn time. It is so supportive. It is so much a pack mentality, but no one's a leader, no one's a follower. You're all just there for one another. You all protect, do everything together as that group, but you haven't gotten all there quite yet. Just know that this is the reason you're going through this, to have that moment, to find that part of you that has to come to you now. You made that light so bright that they said, oh, that's where the moon is. That's where the sound is coming from. I follow the moon and the sound, and I will find you. So not only are you the sun, but you are the moon. You are not only the positive of the light. You are the ownership of your dreams. You are the ownership of your emotions. You are the ownership of the deepest wells of you, which is the emotional feminine side we all have within us. It takes a man and a woman to make this soul because we had to have exacting balance. That's why man and a woman, and that's what they're talking about. It's having that balance within all of us. When they talk about man and woman in all religious texts, that's what they're meaning. Balance between your masculine and feminine, not necessarily marrying somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then your God cards come to say, Dan, for now, sunshine. I'm not going to even call you that. Sunshine. That your God cards have come to say, you exited this cage. You exited this cage of your own free will. And as you exit that cage, when you turn back and look at it, you will say, "Oof, I'm glad I got out of there. I'm glad I threw that key where I can't get it back again, because I really should never go back to that ever again. Thank God I've got this open road with my friends and all the things that I want along my journey along with me. Oh, I'm so happy that I have the ability to choose to be happy now." This is your armor, my friends. This is your armor. You are sunshine, the most protected person in the world, because that means that you are just like a birch tree. A birch tree is all about growth. It always has the force of life in it. That is pure sunshine. It takes what the earth gives it from those tears that we have all given it over the years. Every drop of water, every tear that's dropped, no matter how it is made in this world, goes back to that air, and it becomes a part of us. We breathe it, we feel it, we do all of this stuff. The damage, it's not damage, it is how you have strengthened your armor. It's not damage you are honoring, it is that you have created the most powerful armor in the world. Walk in sunshine, my friend. I think that's a hard yes. Just in case you weren't listening. That's what I got for you today, sunshine. Thank you for your reading, for letting me read you today, sunshine. It was my honor to see you finally see your light. It was my honor to be a part of your energy today. Thank you. And I love you. You are my beautiful bright star. That's why you're my star. That's it, right there. All right, moving on to the next one in line. Guru, yet again. Guru, are you here now? Guru, I have given you almost a full barrage of people to get your ass back in here. So I'm only going to give you a 1 minute timer this time, because I gave you a 3-minute timer. So this is your only fucking announcement. Guru to the reading room. Guru to the reading room. Get your butt in here. It's time for your reading. Send the bat signal. Someone do that. Actually, I'll give you the full 3 minutes. Fine. Alexa, start a 3-minute timer. You're welcome, sunshine. Sunshine 777. I like that. Huh. If it's not already taken, of course. Or maybe it's, you know, something like that. You decide what you call yourself. I'm not naming you. Sandy, you're next, though. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
This is the last timer I give you. Hop back in line if you want a reading after this. Hey, Dork, it's time for your reading. I don't know if he's here anymore because I'm not feeling his energy at all. He must have fallen asleep or something, man. 'Cause I think he entered the queue and I think he fell asleep. Well, if you're listening out there, Guru, I can only do so much. I don't know if you're still there, but it's your turn. "33 seconds. I'm moving my coffee. Alexa, stop timer.
There are no timers set.
Alexa, cancel. All right, Guru, I love you, but I tried. Dragon, son, how you doing, son? How you doing? Ready for your reading? Dragon, it's your turn, Dragons. It's your turn. Dragon to the reading room. Dragon to the reading room. Dragons to the reading room. Oh, walking fire. Hey, little girl with your red boots on and the rain, I wanna enjoy fire. Oh, walking fire. Ooh, 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 ooh. Are you still here, Jane? All right, it's 420 time. This one's for all the pot smokers of the world. If it's 420 somewhere in the world, so here we go. Oh, yeah, baby. Wow. Where'd everyone go? Still alive? Yep. Yeah, I'm waiting for I think it's just you, hon. I'll give him a 3-minute timer. 3 minutes. Alexa, 3-minute timer. Just stick around for 3 minutes, Jing, and then it'll be your turn. They'll have to hop back in the queue. Something's gone wonky in Twitchland or something. I don't know. How about some light music in the background? And I know you can hear me over this, so if you can't hear the music at all, I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, Sen's not here. I can sense his energy. I know his energy. Something happened to him offline or something. Internet issue or something. Because you're literally the only one I'm feeling here right now, Jane. Except for your lurkers. My lurkers are still here, but I mean, as far as readers, people I'm reading for. So this is a song that I wrote earlier today. It's called Northern Lights. And you'll hear my voice come in here, and about halfway through the song. Yeah, I was going to say, put your numbers in, because you're practically next anyway, so. And yes, this is my actual voice, guys. And then it just fills in the melody exactly how I wanted it to. This is exactly the melody I had in mind when I was hearing this in my head. I'm of Norwegian, German, and Swiss descent. My heritage goes all the way back to the northern kings of Norway. I am a part of a lineage that goes back all the way to the first king of Norway. So my actual family does that. Alexa, cancel timer. All right, Jing, I'm done waiting. Got your numbers, have your question, clearing cards, on our way. And if you have any other questions, just ask them, because we'll go with you and me right now. You know? And I know you want to know how he's feeling after the conversation and all that. It's probably most likely going to be confirmation of something you already kind of have an idea anyway, but you need to see it in the cards just because you just need to see it. Now, I know we talk a big game, you and me, sometimes, you know, and I know that you know, not all of my advice hits home all of the time, and sometimes a little tweaks here and there every once in a while to you saying, I kind of like what he says, but I still want to do my own thing too as well here, you know, and I very much respect you on that, you know, because that just proves just how strong of a woman you really are, you know, and any man would be lucky to have a woman like you. I just don't understand what Isaac's issue is. So anyway, this is where they said they wanted me to put them. So here we go with those shuffles of yours. And that was number 4 and 32. Here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just so you know, I see you doing the work. And I've seen you get way more positive since I first met you. Definitely. You've done a 180 since I've met you. You know what I'm saying? You should feel proud of that no matter what. You should feel damn proud of that. You know? Good, Kirk. Give yourself a pat on the back, would you? Because that one's for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, and the 34th card is, yeah, laugh. It's funny. It's funny, haha, funny, hee hee, until it hits you like, oh, a ton of bricks, and you go, yeah, but it's not really that funny, is it? Okay, and moving on. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, it's kind of like laughing at the inappropriate joke, and you're the only one who let out the belly gut laugh to the inappropriate joke, and everyone looks at you like, why did you laugh at that? Yeah, it's kind of like that. That one came from your guides. That's the one. That's the feeling they gave me. That was what they wanted me to tell you. So as far as how does Isaac feel after the conversation you had yesterday, reminding yourself that this is the thing that needed to happen. When I'm talking to you about destiny, when I'm talking to you about what you're fated for in this world, yes, we all have something we come here to do as a person and a spirit because we live two lives as one. Spirit comes here to overcome either a past life or to prove to itself it learned the lesson or to relearn a lesson or to pay back a lesson it taught someone else out of anger or hate or or being catalyst in life. As much as I hate to say it, the evil people in the world are needed because without them, we cannot have the other side of it. And love is stronger than hate. I know most people believe that. So just like you have seen now the real reflection of who you are, Jing, you truly do see the beautiful you. And you don't see the jumbled mess anymore. You see the loud, proud Jing version, whatever, point zero zero XYZ. She is at this point. It took so much work to get here. You are drinking your cup of bounty because of that. Because of all of that work, you are drinking that cup of life. I told you you would someday. That bountiful cup of life. That's what I meant by filling yourself up every single day. It is a process. You take all the right ingredients, you let that break down into something that you can make into the most powerful, beautiful kind of love you will ever have. Maybe you and Isaac are in that breakdown moment. You may still have left filtering to go, but what comes out of it will be exactly the recipe you hoped it would. So that's kind of there. And then Isaac will begin to heal himself. And you'll start to see him become beautiful again. Like when you first met. Like when you first looked into his eyes and told him how much you loved him. And he believed you. And you believed him back. That moment returns again because the holes are filled. There's no more reason to look for anything else in front of for any other reason than that. That change happens. So whatever you got out of Isaac, maybe that's exactly what you needed to get. This is what you needed to get from Isaac. This is how you made your elixir of life. He is the filter. You are the liquid. Okay? Put new seeds into the ground and begin to grow. You have the dirt card because you have created the very plentiful field to put now in your new garden. All of that fertilizer is rush, flush, and real. You plant the right seeds down, and now you have learned how to cultivate those seeds. You know how to tend to your seeds very well. They are healthy in whatever you've planted within yourself are now healthy and living and doing their purpose. That's why you have reached the level you have right now, Jing. And to prove it even further, they still say the one thing they've been telling you to do so much, so hard, you are finally doing it. Bra fucking god damn. Oh. That was a big step, hon. That was a big step. You crossed your destiny line. What are you destined for, Jing? What are you destined to do? What are you destined to do? You don't even have to say it. I know what you're destined for because I saw it. I told you in those very early readings what you were destined for. And I know you were listening back then. Dreams do come true, Jing. Dreams do come true. Do you need any more proof than that? Do you need any more proof to celebrate it now? To celebrate this now. The cauldron of change is waiting for you to dancing and throw all of your wonderful love into it. You're not gonna do this alone. Yeah, you know what? I think you've known for a while that you and Isaac may be able to repair this, maybe not, but you've gotten to that point now where you're not putting up with it. And he knows it. Deer in headlights time wakes people up in ways you don't even expect sometimes. And he's looking at the lights going, do I run or do I go out of the way? You know what I'm saying? Because you're coming for him. And if he ain't ready for Tackle Tigress Jing powered woman, warrior princess personified, come on. All right. Well, maybe this time he allows you to ride. Maybe it's your turn to get heard. You know what I'm saying? No one's saying to go or come, but you got it though. You understand that it is a choice that you gotta give it time. You gotta give him at least that much. You owe yourself that, because once you know for sure the choice has been made, you will know it 150%. He hasn't crossed the destiny line yet. You have. You gotta wait for him to catch up. Peace. And if you want to talk more about it, I'm right here, Jing. Ask your question. I mean, I think you get that. I really feel all of this. And this understanding in you, and understanding in why of all people you found me. Why of all people you found any reader you've connected to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because this was your destiny. Your destiny has been shown to you. All of this, meeting all of us, meeting everything has been a part of it all. Getting you to this point when you could cross this line. No matter what happens after this moment, you're happy. I guarantee that. Yeah. I like I said, it has been an absolute privilege to watch you blossom like the flower I already knew you were. To see you open yourself up to that beauty and love, to see you open yourself up in ways that I could see you struggling trying to figure out and fit the puzzle pieces together. And then you did the work, and you went and did the hard ass work, and you grueled it out, and you went through the shit storms, and you went through the pain and hurt of it all, and question yourself. Yeah, right. But then you were really true with yourself. For the first time in your life, you were actually true with yourself. you know? And maybe that's all it takes. Yeah, I know you understood. I was just kind of, I was just talking, hon. I'm just talking, you know. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about starting to add the call in to the show kind of a thing here, but I have to figure out how to add someone in an audio in OBS. I'm gonna have to figure out how I do that. How to add like a Discord call into the OBS. I think you just share your screen or something like that, and then you get the audio from that as well. So you know, and you know, maybe people can call in once in a while and actually, you know, talk to me, you know, like you would talk on Zoom or something like that, you know. So you know, we have the technology to do that now, but that'll maybe come a little bit further down the line when I figure out some of the technical issues of that, you know. So yeah, you know, and I'm like I said, that clap wasn't for nothing there, hon. I see it. I really do see it, not only energetically, but in chat and other chats that I've seen you in. And even the amount of times I've seen you in people's chat. It's all starting to not have to be, it's like, you know, these readers are awesome, but I got it. You know? You know? You know what my proudest moment will be? When you come back and I haven't heard from you for a while, and you come back and you say, not half bad, Prophet. Not half bad. You know? Confirming that most of what I'm telling you right now is the truth. You know? I wait for that moment. You know? And if I'm wrong, well then you know who you can blame. Okay, blame it all on me that it's all my fault. Okay, you can I'll take one for the team. I know you're kind of laughing at that because you know what I mean by. I know you know what I mean by that. You know. I mean, I don't even hear your voice, and I hear your voice in my head. You know. I don't know your face, but I see your face in my head. You know. And I see you talking to me just like I'm talking to you in my head. I don't need a TV screen to show me what you look like. Even if I'm wrong with what I think you look like in my head, to me, that is you. You know what I'm saying? And however I connect with that, whether it be on, you know, we're soulmates too, in a kind of a weird way, but in a reader to being read for kind of connection, that kind of soul connection. That's why we are kind of that tiny bit of a soulmate connection as well. But we're this kind of soulmate that is not a romantic one. It's more of a reaffirming positive vibe. Like you said, I always give you that positive vibe because that's when you really need to hear that positive vibe, you know where to come for it, you know? You know exactly who you need to listen to that day, you know? Especially that. And somewhere in the future, you know you and Isaac either figure it out or don't, and it's okay with no matter which way it goes at this point. You're okay with either or. But you're going to make a choice once and for all, one way or the other. And that, you know, and that might be after the response he gives you. Because depending on what he says, if he comes back with the same old blah, 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 same old, blah, 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 it might finally hit you square in the head of what the fuck you've been doing to yourself for XYZs. You know what I mean? And that will be a 2x4 you'll be able to take because you'll stop it before it gets there. And you'll go, nope, I'm not willing to let him crush me over this. You know? Or he will respond in a way that will completely surprise you. I'm coming to get you now, Jing Time. Ooh, watch what be careful what you ask for. Maybe it's his time to romance you, to be there for you during your time of growth, during your time of becoming the person you're meant to be. Maybe it's his turn to pull all the weight and balance for all that you've done for him. Wouldn't that be nice? And I'm not talking about payback for payback here. I'm talking about genuinely wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely wanting to do it. That's what I'm feeling the most connection in right now. When I see your timeline, when I talk about your timeline, you know, that's where I see you right at that preface of where that timeline either splits one of two ways, you know? Yeah, it has to be real. It can't be a forced thing. And if he can't accept it by this time, poor Isaac is all I gotta say. He don't know what he losing. He don't know who he losing. Rich, successful woman one day, doing exactly what she's always wanted to do with her life, helping other people and actually helping others with relationship issues, if you can believe it. Somewhere in the future, especially in your local community, you'll be like the relationship expert of your community. When people want to talk about relationships, you're going to be the person they come to, which will tie really nicely into your career for some reason. That's how you'll get most of your people, clients, or whatever you're fucking. So if you want a preview of what I see in your timeline, as of right now, that's what I'm seeing for you. And a genuine happiness of life. And a genuine fulfillment feeling within yourself finally. And you're going to have the biggest happy cry you've ever had in your life. You really are. On graduation day. You are going to have the happiest cry of your life on graduation day. So keep that in mind. I guarantee you 100% that by the time you finish school and graduate, you will be more than happy. I fucking guarantee it. If what your timeline looks like right now stays in this course, yes. So you're heading in a really right direction. You really got it dialed in right now. Really. So don't start questioning yourself now. Don't start that shit now. Don't question yourself. If you feel like you can do it, do it. Challenge yourself. Trust yourself that you have the ability to do it. Like you have just learned how to do. Yeah, working on it. Yeah, working on it. Okay, hey, gaming noob, boy, come on in. You know what I'm saying? But you're always working on it. We're always working on it. That's the point. You're working on it. That's why things are getting better and better and better. And that moment is coming for you. Well, because you're questioning maybe specialty. You know what I'm saying? Remember, there's a lot of things in business we can do. So maybe it's specialty you're more looking for, or more specific kinds of client, or more specific kind of business, or so on and so forth. So think about what would serve the best purpose for what you want to do as a businesswoman. You know? What kind of a businesswoman do you want to be? What is your goal? What is your idea and picture of that? Put that right in front of you on a sheet of paper and look at that every day. This is my goal. This is Jing, businesswoman, CEO of her own company someday, and helping the people of her community and bringing back a vitalization to her local community because of the things that she does. And those people that we manage and mentor will be the people who go out and help create that business class. You don't need a reading on this. I'm telling you the fucking truth. Okay, you want to test me? Keep testing me, all right. But I mean, I think I've proven it by now that I'm when it comes to premonition shit, I know my shit. All the cards are going to basically tell you is that it is still free will game. I can't say that it's 100% accurate, but from what I'm seeing, you're on the right track as far as I can see in your timeline. Remember, I don't just see one timeline, but all of those timelines are starting to go away now, and this one line is what, where if you went to see the Wolverine Deadpool movie, this is your anchor life and this is your anchor destiny. So it's basically you're in this primary world, which is a world of goods and bads, havies and havies, right? So Now that you have one part of the equation, you need to supplement with the other half of it, which is the I can't believe how magical my life actually is kind of shit. And education is the key to that, because the more understanding you have on how to do it, and think about what you want to do as a businesswoman and the kind of things that you want to do. Right, and gaming noob is very, very right. And even when I'm telling you this, it always changes in the moment, because the moment you decide to accept that destiny is the moment it begins. Not when I'm reading you, but the moment you say, I accept that, and I will make that happen in my life. I will use this manifestation power I have within me, that I know I'm capable of manifesting all of this happening. I know I'm capable of all of this. I will become this, and I will see myself a CEO of my own company, of people who will help other people start businesses. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn how to do business right first. So remind yourself what that means to you, what your clients are going to look like, who your customers are going to be. Think of it like if you were walking into your own store, what would you like as an employee, a customer, every single facet of it. Think of it in that respect. And that's how you can build that dream stone by stone in your head. And then you have a map on how to get there. That's what happened with me. I was given a vision, yes, a map to follow, but I still had to get to the point, where I would start to create that map to look like it was. The only reason I got the life I did was because I followed the map and didn't go off course too many times, Right, So, do you still want a reading? Let's go. Numbers. Or you can just take the God card for it. There's your answer. There's your answer. The unseen path. You cut through the bullshit. That's why you're getting to the end of the path. So that's your God card first and foremost. 1, 2, and 3. More God cards on top of that. And 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, and the 22nd card is, and let's see what the cards confirm once again for me. No, gaming. You never have to apologize. All I ask is that you're respectful, and you're respectful. So thank you. I would love you to add to the conversation. As long as you're respectful, that's all I've ever asked anybody in my chat. You're doing just fine, buddy. Don't need to apologize, but thank you for that. Okay? All right, G. Let's go. Confirmation. What do you need most of all to do? We've talked about this card. You are doing that. Giving yourself the experience so that you can feed yourself what you need to make yourself grow. The dream card itself. Whatever you dream your destiny to be, you can make come true. This is the first ever vision I ever got as a psychic. It is the definite answer that everything will be better than okay someday. But for right now, okay is enough. Bend in the wind like a willow tree. Keep yourself firmly rooted to your ground and allow yourself to believe in the dream. Confirmation once again. And last confirmation, more than any other confirmation, what is this image we show the world now? This isn't just one part of you. This is all of you. Physical, mental, spiritual, love, career, life. Why are you going through all of this? To plant new Seeds. Was that good for you, baby? Was that good for you? Oh, I'm kind of hot, baby. Ooh, talk about on point. Unseen path. Integrate everything together, all the good parts together, so that that light can go onto your power source, so that can trickle out to the rest of your life, so that you can truly find acceptance, complete and total acceptance. Accept it. This is your destiny knocking on your door saying, let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go! Woo! I cannot make this shit up. I know. I know. You know what? You almost got a full journey layout reading. How about that? Oh, did you notice that, bitch? Oh, I forgot one. Guess what, Jing? You are the brilliant, beautiful star. You were always meant to be the one thing you were missing, the one spark you were missing, Jing. God damn it, am I fucking good or am I fucking good? Your wandering path. Past. Wait. Easy. Hard. Home. Leap of faith. And wandering path. And I didn't even try to do that, bitch. Fuck the hell. Oh my God. I take this reading and put it into your video file and rewatch this in a year and remind yourself this was the moment. I want you to fucking take a copy of this, clip it, whatever you choose to do, keep it for yourself somehow, some way. Please, I give everyone the ability to clip. Please clip this moment for yourself, Jing. Because if you wanted any confirmation whatsoever, you just got the biggest confirmation reading I have seen my entire reading career. True example of what this was homelessness. My guide was a mate of how to feel that actually are. I don't like it. I will guide you through it. These are the official people. I am housed, man. You were right. It was the most freeing circumstances ever been in, and I missed it. Damn straight it's good for you. Dream a little dream. Dream a little dream of me. And the new me is you. Now becomes the hard part. Believing in the dream. That's the hard part. Believing the dream. Believe the dream. Believe the dream, Jang. Believe the dream. Oh my fucking God. Talk about confirmation. I'm even astonished how much that was synchronistic. I'm even astonished how well that was on point. I'm even astonished how much that fucking hit home. I don't surprise myself very often, but that one surprised me. You know? That one actually kind of surprised me. Because as we're talking, I'm feeling all of this energy shifting in you, Jing. All of this resolve, all of this, this inner peace and goddamn fucking powerful goddamn warrior light that I don't know how to explain to you. You know, it's like you ignited your very twin flame, and you're carrying both torches for both people at this moment. And if you've got to be the one who burns the brightest right now, so be it. I'm gonna burn like the fucking sun. Kind of shit energy. That's what I'm talking about here. So thank you for the $4 tip, by the way, Ching. I really do appreciate that. And you know, so you're welcome, but thank yourself first, because I didn't do anything. I didn't. I just made you see the signs, made you help you see the path. Yeah, exactly. You know, and you know that's what we're here to try to learn, though, is because if you really think about your whole journey and your whole life, Jing, and coming through all of the stuff that you did have to go through, and things that were done to you and things that were done for you in certain places of your life, when you come to this moment when you finally realize just what it was driven trying to drive you towards, and then you finally realize that the dream is right on the tip of your tongue, right in your reach, and all you are being asked to do is take it by the hand and say, yes, I'm willing to say I want you, you know, and I believe in you, like you would believe in your lover, like you would believe in your friend, like you would believe in Isaac, like you have belief in yourself, as you have now known. And even very game noob, even though I feel he has a very positive energy, he's very hard on himself about certain things he takes too literally sometimes. And you can tell me if I'm wrong with that. You, a very naming goob, and I didn't even have to draw a single card for you. Okay, I guess that answers that question. You know, and I don't know if you just wandered in here out of curiosity or whatever, but these are ethereal fire readings for a reason, people. I don't. When I say that, I do not. I do not. I'm not joking. I walk amongst the power of a god, and I'm not under no delusion that I. That's a big ass fucking responsibility. I'll tell you that. You know. Yeah, and people get drawn to me for very specific reasons. I have an energy that draws people who need my help, because I put that energy out into the universe. I basically call out to everybody out there who could use my kind of advice. And if you're finding me and getting my advice, then it was meant for you to hear it this way. Just my way of doing it. You know, any reader you get drawn to is that reason, you know, because they're going to be able to tell you exactly what will emulate the closest and most to yourself. And breaking free of those chains that you're working on right now, gaming noom, is understanding where the pressure points of the chain is, and why did you put those chains on in the first place? Why were you making links of this stuff to, you know, and all of that crap, you know? And when we talk about celestial events and celestial powers and energies that just work because they have to work. There's no reason, rhyme, or anything. They just work to work, like gravity and time and death and, you know, life, you know, all different energies, but all the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they have very different purposes, but yeah, and that's he's not wrong there. Meaning you need advice here. Is the person listen or don't? Right? You know. So, and I know you go to a lot of readers, and I know why you do that. You know, I really do understand why you keep doing that, because you're really trying to prove to yourself that this is all true. that 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 you've had way more signs than just me in your life. Okay? Something wants it wants you to be happy in this universe. Something really wants you to be happy in this universe. So I mean, you know, I'm not joking. There's a life to this thing that wants you to be happy. You know, and I'm talking beyond God or a guide here. You know, they're so scary. It's not funny. That's how the cards are. They aren't selling because I haven't finished writing all the little things yet. Because about a couple months ago, I kind of got stuck because I had to finish some of the mundane work I still had left to do for me. You know, so I was getting to this point where I'm at now, where I've obtained my full potential, at least for right now. You know, this is as far as I get till most likely the end of my life. Honestly, this is as high as I need to be. I don't need to be any more powerful than this right now. This is all I will ever need for anybody who will ever come towards me now. I've obtained the full level of my powers and gifts. That's what makes you like a god, a 10% god, because once you take that power and responsibility and you own that power, and then the gods come to say, take us by the hand, you are now our brother, you are now a god, you know, but a human God, like kind of like when we talk about the Jesus Christ thingy, when God came down to earth. Well, some of us are walking angels. Well, angels are just a form of God. They're just the purest form of love of God. Only they're basically there. We call them angels, guides, or sometimes spirits. You know, but and there are lost, forgotten souls and spirits in this world, but they create the catalyst that we have to have in order to live this more life we choose to live. And not everyone gets to live this kind of a life. You don't know. I just like me being confirmed not only a couple of days ago with my own journey being confirmed 100% that this is the promise they made me when I was 8 years old being fulfilled. 100% confirmation of that. You know what I'm saying? 100% confirmation that I don't need to carry anything that little Josh experienced any longer, because I've carried a little part of that little hurt Josh along with me for a long, long time. And to let that be finally at rest and at peace makes me feel lighter than any form of gravity that could never pull me down. I'm more powerful than gravity in this case because at this point I'm like being repelled from gravity. That's how powerful it is. You know? Right. And that's what you were realizing during that time of that introspection when you gave yourself that time. You know, what did you prove to yourself beyond a shadow of a doubt during that time, gaming? You know what I'm saying? And what was the one thing that constantly kept showing up? And it was that you know that you already got the answer to. I know, but when you finally got it, all of that all of that crap fell off of you like a ton of fucking bricks. It was like dropping it off into the river and it went, you know. Thank you, Jing. Uh huh. There we go. You know? Right. You're not wrong. I'm completely with you on that. To to trust me, going through the darkness of my own self hatred, my own self worthlessness, my own chains, my own boundaries that I put up for myself, the boundaries I put up around other people, the world I chose to walk in and walk through and chose to see the world in. No wonder didn't have very many people who could be around me. I was a unique kid. I wasn't meant to have it the way every other kid had it. You know? Why are you being called? because you wanted it. Because you wanted this. That's why. Because there's a small part of you that needed this too. I'm pretty sure I got the right guy. If I'm not on point, that's okay. I can bow out and I'll take away. I'll step away from it. No worries. I can admit I'm a big boy. I can admit when I'm wrong. Because we share a similar story. You know, we share a similar energy because I have actually lived what you're going through right now. But I had to live it my way. You have to live it your way. I went through almost the exact same thing you're being faced with right now. Let me guess. Let me put it to you this way. You've either found somebody that you think may or may not be the one, but you're kind of being conflicted between whether is this your damage talking or is this what you really want in a person, you know? And really looking at the scary truth that you've been doing something to yourself for so long that you think it's a loving thing to do for yourself. You've convinced yourself that that loving thing you keep doing is for everybody else. No, you're not doing it for everybody else. This is for you to make you feel happy. Because why does it make me feel happy? XYZ, fill in the blank here, because it heals the trauma, because it makes me see that I am over and can overcome that trauma. And then after I've met that trauma, heal myself and then heal others through my trauma, like I did. I was abused by a babysitter. I was bullied. I had suicidal thoughts. I had crazy imaginary people talking in my head, telling me about things that happened in real life. I have had a dream that showed me my future, and I believed I time traveled from the future to give myself my own dream. I have met my one true love, my one true soulmate in this world, but I went through hell to get there. I had to learn how to overcome every obstacle that I had put in my path up to that point. And then I did the one thing that you never do when you finally get everything you want. Be afraid you're gonna lose it. And I was so scared I was gonna lose the happiest thing of my life. I was terrified I was gonna lose the best thing of my life. And I almost lost her because I almost took my life out of the equation. And I almost lost 16 years of pure, unadulterated, one of the most committed, open, active, honest relationships I've ever been in my life. But if I had taken my life, I would have never gotten this. Ever. And I had to learn how to love myself again. I had to learn what faith meant to me, what love meant to me, what happy meant to me. Why I kept doing the same old things that never brought me happiness. Thinking about the worrying problems that kept coming for me every day didn't make me happy. Thinking that the world was going to come get me every day didn't make me happy. Thinking about all those voices that everyone put in my head. Oh, you're stupid. You're not intelligent. You'll never become anything in this world. Teachers, students, people around me. Not my mom, not my dad, nothing like that. But the world basically telling me you're a functional idiot. Congratulations, you'll be at McDonald's the rest of your life kind of attitude. And I proved every last one of those fuckers wrong. And I kind of think they did that on purpose, honestly. Because they saw what I was truly capable of, but I wasn't applying myself, so they had to light a fire under my ass. Then I had really good teachers, though, along the way. I had really good spiritual teachers. I had really good people who taught me how to trust myself. I became an intuitive reader because I'm intuitive to everything around me. Everything. I see all people. I don't see a little piece of the puzzle. I see every last little drop of the fucking thing there. Okay? And you want to talk about a mic drop now? Think about it. What are you going through right now that you've waited your whole life to overcome? What is the one thing that keeps you from happy? What is it? Letting go of the crap you've been tugging along with you this whole time. Empty it out into an abyss and become the thing you wish you had been all along. And you get to create this bastard, and you get to create this bitch, and you get to create this 100% whatever the fuck I see in my head. Milk drop, last song. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. I'm telling you, I don't need these cards to do this job. But that's after years of learning how to trust myself and love myself. And don't think I haven't been working on to it even up to the last couple of days, and will continue to work on it to the end of my days. I know once I stop doing this bitch, it will all go away. I've had more abundance in this year than I've had in any year because I finally accepted my destiny, and I said it was 100% true. Once I did that, my destiny kicked in past that destiny line I'm always talking about, and boom, here I'm sitting, living the life I was promised when I was an 8-year-old boy for what was a half an hour dream that changed my life forever. Fuck you. You can do this shit. Come on. Sorry, you know what I mean by that, okay? I hope you know that was in, to make a point. If I can make it through all of that, all I'm asking you to make through is one little bit of it every day for the rest of your life, and make today be your goddamn best day ever. And stop giving yourself excuses for anything else other than that. All right. Anybody else out there want to tangle two toes with me out there? Huh? Anybody else? Anybody else want to tangle two toes with out there? Hey, anybody out there in Twitchline want to come get something like this? Get your ass in here. I'm feeling very positively charged today, guys. I'm not even hot. I'm normally fucking roasting in this room. I feel like I'm walking around, and God, the firing, and I can't even explain the energy I feel like I'm walking on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, noob. Exactly. My wife is a druid. She's been a druid her whole path. She's also walks a Wiccan path as well, but she started out as a druid. Okay? She has an Irish descent. She has very big roots into the Norse Germanic tradition that goes all the way back to the first Northern Ireland people that went there to settle there. So her heritage goes almost all the way back to the very, very beginning of Ireland. So, and she has the kind of magic that's heritage magic, heritage magic, Her family were the O'Connors, and the O'Connors were one of the oldest families in Ireland, So, and like I said, one of, not the prominent oldest one, but you get the idea, right? And when she was adopted, so she never knew what her heritage was till she met me, honestly, because of me being the kind of awesome dude I am. I helped her connect with her birth parent because of my gift. I helped her find the right moment, right time to get the right letter so she could get the information, and then we made enough money back then so I could send her on the trip so that she could actually meet her birth mother face to face in Montana, where she grew up, only literally one town away from where she was actually living at the time. They were always one town apart the entire time. And if you know where Montana is, it's between Billings and Bozeman, basically. So it's basically, that's how close it was. You know what I'm saying? So you got that deep heritage kind of connection as well. So now you got to bring that druid self. What does a druid do? They honor the earth. They are in communion with the earth. They are the earth's stewards. They are the caretakers of the earth. And they are the workers within the stone, within the wood, within the fire, of all the elements that are here for us to use. But they use them, and they use them for the purposes of communing with that when we talk about elemental energies in this universe, they commune with the elemental energies better than Wiccans do, because their connection goes so far back to the very beginning of planet Earth, when humans were actually sentient beings. After the whole evolution thing we always talk about, because we started out as gunk and became this over 60 billion, millenniums of billions and billions of years, and we're only now just like maybe 3 to 4,000 years old as a human species, being a conscious human species. You know what I'm saying? One that makes and has its own thoughts, not one that's driven by instincts, even though instincts play a lot into it, So, and the instincts were designed to keep us away from danger, or to tell us when to trust someone. When you meet someone you can trust, and when you look in their eyes and you feel their energy for the first time, if you can trust them or not. Some people give you that icky feeling. Some people give you the welcoming feeling. But some part of you knows what kind of person they really are, even if they're putting on a fake facade. You know what I'm saying? And so our intuits, yeah, come back whenever you're ready, I'm just talking more about, that in general. And even though Noob isn't going to be here for now, he's got to go walk his dog. Go walk the dog. The dog needs to go out and go poo-poo. Oh, the poo-poo puppy. Because, that's what it's about, guys. It's about us sharing the journey that we're on. The good, the bads, the uglies, everything that's in between. All that is right and wrong in the world. By choice and by chance and by fate and by destiny, all intertwined together as one. It's just that simple, people. And I know some people might say, oh, you're talking very simplistic to people. Yeah, I am, because that's the easiest way to understand something. Oh, you don't understand anything. Well, okay, that's your opinion. And you're happy. I'm happy to let you have that opinion. Go for it. Please prove me wrong. I have all the proof I need. Coffee. I think I'll keep the big one over here for now. So if you're out there, and if you're lost, and if you don't know how to find yourself, and you don't know how to find your what you're supposed to be doing with your life, it takes one brave step to say, what is it I actually love to do here? And what brings me joy and happiness? Why can't I bring my joy and happiness into a job? I mean, there are people out there who love to collect things. It can be trash people. They can be the best hoarders of the world. We put it into the trash heap and that's their home. They can live right along with all of their junk. I mean, come on. We could use, and I'm not trying to make little or belittle hoarders in any way. I'm just using that as if we can't find a way to and I'm saying let's put people into little camps and make sure they all work certain kind of jobs because of what their abilities and disabilities are. No, that's not going to happen either. We got to want that. I was telling Beth I have seen what humanity becomes in 3,000 years. It's fucking beautiful. It's beyond fucking beautiful. I see what we become in 3,000 years, and yeah, we're still here 3,000 years later from this point. Kicking and screaming, fighting it every step of the way. And we're not at war with anything, and we're at peace with a lot of other planets too. And whether you want to believe me or not, it's a very hopeful outcome for humanity. No matter what's happening in our current time, the Earth is going to keep spinning, Sorry, the Earth is more stronger than humans are. I'm sorry, if anything goes first, it's going to be us. It's 420 yet again somewhere in the world. If you've got a little bit of green, if you're here for the 420 of it all, this is for all the pot smokers of the world. Take your hit and roll that blunt and smoke it 420 style with me. I actually got one on the fucking actual right time, you know? No, and I never subscribe to say that I'm 100% right ever, guys. Never. I can be wrong, and that's okay, because if I'm getting it wrong for some reason and it's not connecting for some reason, then there's a question in itself. Why is this not connecting for me? You know, if everything he's saying doesn't match, then why am I sitting here thinking about it even right now? Because it's a conditioned response. It's meant to get you to think about those things. Are they? Have you come to terms with them? Are you finding that light? You know, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is the second version of Northern Lights there. Sorry about that, guys. It's time to open the door. Lost today. Lost today. Lost today. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call this special edition to a close. I think it's time to go enjoy the rest of my weekend and recoup my spoons for next week. I'm going to have a lot of doctor's appointments, so I will be here on Monday. But Wednesday, again, I will not be here because I have appointments all morning long, so I won't be here for that day. So other than that, though, guys, everything is normal as always. We will see you next time. God bless and God is blessed. We'll see you then. Hey, we're still going to go raid someone, though, so I bet you guys, hopefully you guys stick around for the raid. We're going to Hey TC. We're coming to get you, Hey. We're coming to get you, TC. There we go. Let's rock. Let's roll. And since we're having a green party, there you go, guys. Why didn't that work? That's not right. Why did that not work? Okay, fine. Here's rate number. Press 2. Copy whatever you want. Let's go.